Smash retweet. Happy Friday. We usually roll on Thursdays, but it's been that type of week. Steve, what up, man?
We here, man. We here. It's Friday, another game week. Hey, we here, man. Y'all repost, retweet, quote, all that good stuff, man. Let's get it up.
Yeah, it don't cost nothing to show love. We got a nice matchup of some top 25. You know, we're going to talk some talk.
Yeah.
We got some people on Upset Watch. We got a coaching hot seat. We got some guys on there.
Great week.
Let's talk about it.
Great week of games, bro, for sure.
For sure. Unfortunately, our Gators ain't in the top 25. We out of there. You know, so if you showing up just for the pure love. If you're a Gator fan, you showing up for the pure love. But we got to talk the upset. We'll recap the upset. Sure. Smash that retweet button. It don't cost nothing to show love. Go and subscribe on YouTube. All of that, man. We hanging out. We're going to let the music play a little bit, let the vibes in the room build up. But let's try to get this thing, man. You know, to a couple hundred before we get it
Friday,
rolling,
baby. Run it up, man.
It's Friday. I know y'all just got paid.
Right.
Yeah. No, that direct deposit hit a little different, man. On Fridays, the vibes be up, bro. You know?
For sure.
Yeah. Why we letting the music, why we letting the room build, man? I don't want to keep playing that same song on loop, man. So check out my homie, T-Row, new track, Can I Live? He flipped the JZB. Yeah, shout out to my guy T-Row, man. Y'all vibe out with us. We about to get rolling. We'll just stay on the screen, let this song play, and then we'll get this top 25 conversation going. Smash retweet.
Retweet, man. Let's go, man. Let's get it up.
Don't cost nothing to show love. Check out these bars, man. They heavy.
Not even when they clocking, I'm investing in educating my niggas, so we rocking. They couldn't see this journey, so this moment might be shocking. We prepared for whatever, you can notice how we mobbing. I know it's been a minute, but this ain't no competition. Fitted suits and handkerchiefs, boy, I been about my business. Them niggas in deny you from the shit they got to witness. Now I started sinking in that boy might be a genius. You can always hand us flowers, cause my niggas killed the odds. I've been shooting in the gym, I came to rip this shit apart. I've been watching from the bench, I saw the game, a facade. Niggas be intimidated when they figure that you large. I put my soul in position, so I knew my heart was ready. I was speaking on this life when I was riding in that Chevy, jotting down all the struggles, so the weight I had to carry. I was lacing all the troops, so we was facing, so they heavy. I let them know we shifting the plot. See, we been bubbling hot, and we gon' be here for a minute if they like it or not. A couple niggas missed their shot, cause they was watching the clock. See, I be damn, I worked this hard to lose it all on the block. Ain't no stop, yeah. See, I been grinding for them better days, yeah. My nigga tryna drink his pain away, for real. See, Lord, it's got to be a better way. I pray my niggas never piss they soul away. Gotta pack it all, I've been putting for a cause. I knew the time was coming, I just answered when it called. I just wonder, can I live? I just wonder, can I live? Yeah. See, gotta pack it all, I've been putting for a cause. I knew the time was coming, I just answered when it called. I just wonder, can
You know what's dope about that?
Can I live?
Can I live? One of my favorite Jay-Z tracks, bro. But Cardi B just recently flipped it. But my dog did this about 6, 7, 8 months ago. It was a while ago. We just haven't put it out. So when Cardi B flipped her, we was just like, yeah, like, you know, that's the energy in the algorithm.
Yeah,
you know
he was ahead of the time.
yeah.
Ahead of the time.
Heavy bars, man. Let's hang out, man. This is the Top 25 show brought to you by the great folks at Flow Factory.
Shout out to Stadium Gear. Got Dan checking in. Much love, Dan.
Dan, what they do, baby? What's going on, man? We just finished. Go check out the Stadium Gear Friday Eve when you're done with this. When you get off of here, we just had Joey Ivy come on and hang out with us, and we did some picks and whatnot.
Sweet.
Dope show. How's your week before we get go? How's your week been, man? Before we get
going? Oh man, hey, it's one of them weeks, man. Personally, it's been great. Been getting outside, man. Getting my walking back in. Kids practicing, they getting better. So yeah, personally, it's been a great week. I can't complain. Socially, yeah, everybody knows it's crazy out there in the world. So love your loved ones and hey, stay in your lane.
Most importantly. Very, very important line right there, man. Stay in your lane. Duck the hatred.
Yeah.
Find peace, love, gravitate towards the love, all of that, bruh. But do not crash out. Do not put yourself, your life. And, it's very dangerous out here right now.
For sure.
So, I know I'm usually a very opinionated guy, and I'm very reserved with my opinions right now just because somebody just got killed for their opinions, right?
Yeah.
So, just be mindful, put good energy into the atmosphere, gravitate towards love. And try not to be divisive, sure. Try to find some common ground and some peace out here, bro, because it's ugly. You feel me?
For sure.
I had a crazy week.
Yeah, I was say, how was your week, kid?
Super busy. I love Miami for when I'm hanging out and chilling if I'm out to eat. But if you got to drive and navigate through rain and traffic. It can be, it can get your anxiety up, dog. But, for the most part, good problems, man. Good, busy problems. We got active with my man, James Johnson, down there, one of our NIL athletes. He got his first NIL deal with Ruben Bain and his family. They got a sweet mini donut shop down there in Miami.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, we got Jitta, one of those. That's his first one. We getting it rolling.
Awesome, man. Nah, I see you, man. You all over the place, man. I say you about the busiest man in the world right now, but you getting it in. For a good cause, man. Yeah, good problem.
Good
but you say you're running on espresso, right? God in espresso.
God in espresso is fueling me, man. Like I don't. Like,
that's a shirt, bro. We need that. God in espresso, kid.
What time I text you the show breakdown. It had to be like 3, 4 in the morning, something crazy.
Yeah, I woke up. I said, "Whoa, he already on it." I had 8 text messages.
I hadn't been, I'm really rolling on like 3 hours of sleep, which is not healthy. When I get off of this, I'm taking a nap. Like
got to take care of yourself, boss.
Sleep is important. Sleep is part of good health, man. So
for sure,
the grind.
God espresso cool. And free thinking. I like that. Stadium.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Okay, Dan. That's a shirt, Dan.
Yeah, I'm telling you, we need it, bro.
That's a shirt.
Yeah.
God, espresso and free thinking.
For sure, bro. Put that on and mark that down, bro.
put that on my coffee mug.
Yeah,
bro.
I know. Listen.
100%. Unfortunately, we got a recap, man. We're gonna talk the top 25.
Yeah.
It's been, shuffled around AP polls where we kind of, is our measuring stick on this show. Our Florida Gators is out of there. Let's do it.
it was just an interesting week in general. We had Ohio State blew out Grambling. Penn State got the comfortable win over FIU, right? They play FIU. Slow start early. Didn't think it would start like that. Yeah, LSU beat La Tech, and Gators got to face them boys. It wasn't the game LSU thought they were going to have. Oregon, big win over Oklahoma. Miami beating Bethune. Georgia, they did all right. Texas, San Jose, Arch was able to kind of redeem himself a little bit, and Notre Dame had a bye week. So, but top 25, what game you said we starting with?
We got to do a recap. I mean, Clemson struggled too, but they got the win. It's important because I'm watching them as we getting spanked by USF and struggling with USF. I'm seeing just the scoreboard pop ups, and I'm like, dang, Clemson struggling too, but they find a way to win. But Clemson got to find a few things if they want to live up to the expectations of this season. But let's talk Florida Gators and the upset that USF brought to the city of Gainesville. Give me your bird's eye view and perspective of what went down and what went wrong for the Florida Gators.
Honestly, it's probably the worst game in all facets for me in certain areas at certain times. We let them stay in the game too long, and that team got a lot of heart. No shots at that team. The team got a lot of heart. They stayed around and they pulled it off in the end. They got good players. I like what I saw from them in week one. I like what I saw in the quarterback in week 1 too. I knew that it would be a challenge for us, and that I knew we had to come up with a scheme to contain the quarterback. I think for the most part, Florida did that until the end of the game by just letting them hang around. I believe if the points were on the board, it would have changed the way the game would have been played by them on offense and would have allowed us to kind of pin our ears back on defense, but we never got to that. And anytime you have a quarterback like that can run and physically imposing like that, it's going to be tough if you get down to the fourth quarter, which he showed us exactly what it was. But we struggled. Play calling wasn't the greatest, but there were plays on the board that we missed that could have took care of it. But situational calls and understanding the situation was a little shaky for us, and I know a lot of people are upset about that, and I get it. Just from a player perspective, there was a lot of stuff out there left on the board that we, as not to say we, but players left a lot of stuff out there. Just a bad game. Hopefully they take this as a punch in the mouth, man, and come back cooking, because there were some bright spots, but we ain't got time.
You got to come in. We got more time this year than we had last year. Like, we had 2 pretty much warm-up games, The first game,
as far as time is turning it around. We don't have time.
Yeah, for sure. But just like, comparing the seasons in the past, like Billy had, tough first games to get going, but he had 2 games to kind of get himself prepared for SEC play. I'm with you. It was some bright spots there. Like, you can see the playmakers. Like, it exudes on film. Like the Vernell Brown III, the Eugene Wilson's making plays. Jaden Ball gets 51 yards that first quarter, and you just kind of go away from him.
Man, child.
Yeah, I don't know what the identity of the Florida offense is. They do a lot of 12 personnel. The recruiting, and when you look at the roster, the I would say visual identity on roster, when you look at the roster, is a team with a lot of speed that can spread you out and go fly down the field, and get players in space. But it's just not being executed that way. And it's just a make or break year. This year 4 for Billy.
For
sure. I know that's my team, but I just want to just call it like, this top 25 show.
It is what it is.
It is what it is, bro. Like, he got to find a way to win. And I think out of the gauntlet we're about to go through, USF was the easiest of that. And I think coaching wise, shout out to Alex Golich. He had a great game plan.
He did.
You know, he kept it close to the vest. He just he's doing what an inferior team should do, and not what like a Florida Gators team should do. Like an inferior team should go into another team's building and try to just make it a one possession game late in the fourth, and then you figure it out. Hopefully the ball bounce your way, you know, the refs bounce your way, etc. And that's what happened for him. I think Florida's got to get more aggressive, you know, and be the hammer and not the nail. I think Florida plays a little passive offensively. You know, we're not going out to try to just blow a team out. We're not trying to go hit 50, 60-yard explosive plays. You know, Lagway's got to play better. He left a lot of production on the field, so he's got to get better. That rust is definitely there.
Sure.
We talked about it all off season. Will the spring and the fall camp, would that affect him? I didn't think it would affect him this much, but it is affecting him. I think it's a combination of both. I think him and Billy were both affected by it. But overall, like, just to keep it a bean, bro, I don't think this style of football that Billy's bringing to Florida is for Florida.
I can agree. I see what he's trying to do, but looking at the roster, like you said, I think I saw Theatric post something about getting into the single back sets and open up the field for a guy like Ball to have more rushing lanes. He's going 1-on-1. You don't want to tackle this man, so
no.
You're inviting a lot of people into the box with his ability. So if you open it up, it gives our wide receivers those 1-on-1 matchups as well that we know they're going to win, and we got speedsters on the outside that can take the roof off. So I have to agree with you on that. We'll have to see if he listens or just you know, it's been tough. And so far, for a lot of people, he's been hard-headed. So we gonna see how it works out this weekend for sure.
Yeah. My take on that, we're gonna move on to the top 25 and just look at the rankings real quick as we get into the matchups. But my overall take on the game tomorrow as a fan, me getting my fan bag, I win either way, Steve.
You said a win either way. What we got to do?
I win either way.
Oh, for sure.
Either we win the football game, or we won it. We 1-2.
Yeah,
and there's a coaching board and things is really hot.
It's starting to shape up a lot more, right?
Yeah. So
right now it's a little fuzzy. It's like one of the Polaroid camera pictures.
Yeah, you shaking it.
Yeah.
Trying to see what this thing look like.
After tomorrow, you're gonna start seeing some faces pop up.
Yeah.
Right now it's just trees and background. After tomorrow, you gonna see some faces pop up.
Yeah. Hopefully it's Conjuring face. Write that check, Playboy.
Right. No,
I just don't even like. We got to move on. Because it's not a Gator show. But I don't even know who your interim is, man. That's how this staff is kind of funky. I don't even know who your interim could be.
That's why most of the time I can't really entertain it that far because I just don't. I gotta have a backup in mind before I can even
make
start.
Brandon spice it, bro. Like just get a rah guy.
Look, somebody just make you run through a wall. Forget it. We'll run 3 plays and finish out the season.
Just hype. Just come in and hype us up real quick, bro.
Yeah, no, that'd be dope.
Let me share this college football ranking, man. Here we go.
Make sure you guys retweet, man. Repost, man. Show us some love. It's Friday. Top 25. Presented by Flow Factory. We here, man.
Yes. Y'all smash that retweet button. Don't cost nothing to show love. We got a couple people already smashing it, man.
For sure.
Miami fans is definitely in the building. First 48. I know that's not your real name, but I only can call you by your Twitter name. I know that's my guy on Twitter here, Miami fan. Appreciate it. My guy Brandon in the building. Gainesville's finest. Boy said we beating LSU. Hey, bro, like, I like optimism.
Right.
Like I said, I win either way.
No losses over here.
No losses, baby. No losses. So let's scroll through this top 25, man. Can I zoom in on that a little bit?
Yeah. We had a couple couple changes.
Couple changes.
See, Ohio State, Penn State, and LSU State 1, 2, and 3.
Ohio State's 1. I like 1 through 3, 1 through 5. I'm not mad at that, bro.
Oregon made the jump to 4 ahead of Georgia.
I ain't mad. I'm not mad at the order. Texas is still. I don't think Texas is gonna hang around much longer. The next real matchup for Texas, they could be out of this top 10, in my opinion. They got us in Houston, I think, coming up here soon. So I think they're gonna be out of here soon. I'm not a firm believer in Texas. They relying heavily on that defense right now.
That
Notre
offense
Dame
definitely not clicking at the moment right now.
Notre Dame got a big matchup this week, so we'll see how that shape out as well. Important game for Notre Dame. Even if they lose, I don't think they fall too far, and they still have a shot at the playoffs.
For sure.
But then they kind of got to go flawless the rest of the way. Florida State, bro, like shout out to Norvell. What a turnaround so far. You know, they had Bama.
Them boys cracked the top 10, man. Florida State trying to make a comeback,
bro. Like
after 2 in everything season, now the boy top 10 going into the 3rd week.
Crazy word. Billy got me out here looking
sick. We got to go on a run to turn around.
All my takes is rubbish right now, Steve.
Right,
I talked about
every last one.
Roster continuity and transfer portal right now. My takes are rubbish. Thanks to Billy, bro.
We got to halfway.
All right, I gotta get back to top
South
25.
Florida moved up, bro. They jumped up in that thing
for sure. Tennessee's in that top 25 as well. They got a big matchup with Georgia, one of our key matchups that we're gonna break down here a little bit. Overall, bro, like I like the top
Georgia
25.
slipped the spot though, just because I guess the Oregon blowout, the 69-3, got them to get the jump.
Yeah, Gunnar Stockton gotta show me something.
Yeah,
he
do.
Yeah, he eventually got to show me. I think Georgia's playing good football. Like good defense, etc. I ain't mad at Oregon jumping them. I'm not like that top 10. I like what everybody's at. Illinois is interesting. I want to see if they stay. Illinois, to me, that's the oddball out in the top 25.
Yeah, they sneaking up the ranks. That's crazy though. What about Clemson? Drop from 8 to 12.
As they should.
Yeah, playing against Troy, right?
I think Clemson gonna be joining us in a minute.
Yeah, for sure.
I think they're gonna be in that in unranked boys in here in a little minute. Unless Dabo finds something, here, and it just as with a veteran quarterback, they're not clicking, and also with a very talented receiver room, the offense just isn't doing what I thought it would do.
Yeah.
It's still early in the season though. I think USF they got Miami this week, which we'll break that down as well as we wrap up our just overall bird eye view of the top 25. But I think South Florida is going to be your team outside that Power 4 to make the playoffs. I think once they get past this Miami game, I think Miami put belt to ass, and then after that
they go on a little run.
Yeah, they go on a run. Shout out to Alex Golish. I got like I said, I win either way, and I got Alex. If you listening. I know y'all rock with me over at USF. Shout out to my guy DVD. If y'all boys is watching, I got you on my list. I got you.
He made it. He made it.
He made the list.
He's somewhere in the middle.
Yeah. He made
middle,
the list.
Middle to bottom.
Y'all got him about 7, 8 around there. Like
how many you got? God.
I need a top 10. It's too many unknowns, right? Because here's the thing. Once you make, and I don't want to get too deep in flow, but once you make a coaching board, bro, like every week the fan, like people on Twitter is like, hey, you got lost. Oh, you like Lane Kiffin, he lost. Oh, hey, you like Alex Golish, he lost. Or he played this team close. He only got this amount of yards, so it's going to fluctuate. Yeah, it's going to fluctuate. But my favorite 2 guys that I want, personal, I like, of course, Marcus Freeman. I'm not saying that we could poach him. I would like to poach Marcus Freeman. And then I like Rhett Lashley. Those are my top 2 guys.
Yeah, I like them. All
right, let's move on. Let's get into these matchups, man. I think the top matchup, SEC, Tennessee Vols versus the University of Georgia. Kirby Smart has owned Josh Heupel in this series. He hasn't beaten them once. Could the tide change this week? How you feeling, Steve?
I mean, it's going to be a great matchup. Big SEC matchup. When the East used to matter, now it's just the top people, but that bad blood is still there. Georgia, I think, come in with a strong defense. Gunnar Stockton, though, I just don't know. I'm not sure how that's gonna pan out for him. I like what Tennessee has been doing so far. They've been able to, get some points on the board, stretch out the defense a little bit. But I think in order for Tennessee to pull it out, they got to get pressure on the quarterback. They got to get to Stockton and just limit the mistakes, man. Just start fast, put some points up on the board. I don't think Stockton will be one of those guys that'll play great from behind. If Tennessee can get up on them, but I don't know. I think this game could go either way. Offensively, Georgia is just really struggling, but defensive wise, I think they can possibly hold them in the game. So I'm not sure right now at the moment.
UGA hasn't allowed a quarterback sack yet. Very, very few pressures. Must be nice.
They must be nice.
Must be nice. They haven't given up a sack yet. So I think in Tennessee's defensive line has been playing well. So I think it's that trench play is I'm gonna be paying attention to that.
I mean, I'm definitely leaning Georgia for the win. I don't know what the score would be, but I think Georgia pulls it out.
I'm also interested to see how Aguilar performs versus he has looked pretty good, considering the matchups and teams they've played. But I want to see how he looks versus a Kirby Smart. I'm gonna throw the sink at you in my first SEC matchup type game. I think
and Neyland at Neyland. Yeah. I expect Tennessee fan to be routed up.
Which quarterback you think play better? Aguilar is gonna start now, because I think it may come down to that too. Which quarterback could just handle the big game better?
Man, at this moment, I like Aguilar a little bit better, just a little bit. But I think that Georgia defense though just gonna be able to hold them in the game. But I think Aguilar outperforms them. But I think Georgia still pulls it out.
Yeah, I got Georgia winning this. It's gonna be interesting if Hyper will get that tempo going with the home crowd.
Yeah,
I just haven't seen Hyper do it against Kirby yet. And until I see it, I just don't believe it.
Right.
So I got Georgia squeezing this out. The line is 4.5 points on the road, which says a lot, right?
Yeah, 4.5 on the road. Yeah, I had to go. Give me Georgia straight up.
Yeah. I think Georgia got the better.
Yeah.
Of course, they got the better roster, but I think just the trenches, they're just more dominant. I think they got the better staff. Kirby usually has those guys prepared. Anybody could win and lose a football game, but the preparation, the team looking like they're up for the gig and understand the game plan, execute the game plan. Kirby is pretty on point with that.
Yeah, he definitely does a great job at that. He's gonna have them dialed in on that road. This is definitely gonna tell the tide of who Georgia is the new Georgia, I would say.
Facts, because they're not looking as dominant as they were before.
No, no. Yeah. I mean, we wouldn't be having this conversation in previous years about who's going to win this game. It wouldn't be that close.
It'll be a smooth little Georgia next matchup. Next matchup.
Yeah, if he's 10 to 14 point favorite and all that.
Let's talk. Who we got? Texas A&M Notre Dame.
Is that Texas A&M Notre Dame? Yeah,
Texas A&M Notre Dame. Notre Dame got a tougher schedule than I imagined. Yeah, I thought in the beginning of the season. So, interesting matchup. I want to see how Notre Dame responds to this game. I thought they played. For sure. I thought they played Miami well. I think Miami's a good football team. So I'm not gonna, it's not an indictment. It was just a great football game. The better team won. Came down to one possession, a field goal, won it. Right. Yeah. But I want to see how they handle an SEC team now.
Yeah, for sure.
I think their season come down to kind of this game, bro. Like, if they lose this one, they got to go perfect the rest of the way.
For sure.
Wish they could. Marcus Freeman, I think, is the better coach, and they have the better staff at Notre Dame. I want to see how they trenches, because they trenches didn't hold up versus Miami like I thought they would, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I want to see how they trenches hold up versus Texas A&M. I want to see if the quarterback Carr continues to grow, and because he didn't lose the game for them.
For sure.
Notre Dame is offensively going through identity crisis like we've been doing the last 4 years, but they just been doing it this year. Who do they want to be? They got Love at running back, but they're not committed to the run game like that. It seemed versus Miami. But was that a game versus Miami where they just knew Miami was better in the trenches?
Yeah.
It's hard to tell, but we'll find out a lot more about Notre Dame this game, and definitely find out about Texas A&M.
Yeah, I think this game says more about Notre Dame, because you already go and you lose to Miami. But the product they put on the field, like you said, Carr, he wasn't a bad freshman going on the road, hostile, sold out for, I don't know if it was the first time, but they sold out. So Miami sold out the Hard Rock Arena and put up a fight versus them. But I think it really is gonna determine Notre Dame's season going against the Texas A&M SEC team. Okay, you already take that loss to Miami. Now you get a chance to redeem yourself. If you don't do it against this opponent here, then like you said, who are they? You know what I mean? People are gonna question them a lot. But you got Marcus Freeman. I know he's gonna have his team. Where's this game, by the way?
Is that Notre Dame?
At Notre Dame. So that's good for them. It's definitely gonna put pressure on Reed. I want to see what he's gonna do. He's a dual threat quarterback. Can throw the ball and run the ball. So I think that's going to be a good matchup between him and Carr. But Carr gets a little advantage now, having the crowd on his side, the play clock and all that. Not play clock, but the crowd noise and momentum should be in his favor versus how it was versus Miami when you on offense, the crowd's yelling and can't hear nothing. You got to go silent count and all that stuff. I think he gets that advantage there. But also for Notre Dame, Love and Price, man, we got to see them boys tote the ball. I think Texas A&M, they're cool in the trenches, but I think this would be the team where they actually let Love do his thing. You know what I mean? And you have to get him going in order for them to win this game. I just think it's a great matchup overall, especially given the quarterback that Texas A&M has. I like his style of play, and he can be a threat, man, with his feet. You get down into the red zone, things get a little sticky. And so kind of like how it was Florida game with USF, not saying they're the same exact same type of quarterbacks, but you got him, USF quarterback and Sellers, who will give you hell with their legs, man. And when plays break down, and as a defender, that's just something that you hate. So yeah, it's gonna be tough, but I think at home, I like Freeman. I think he's a great coach. I think he had those guys prepared. They play sound. But when things break down, I get an edge Notre Dame.
Yeah, it's a few things I want to watch in this. I want to see if Notre Dame's patient enough to keep running the ball. Texas A&M only giving us 75 yards a game, so I want to see if Freeman and the boys cannot abandon the run like they did the Miami game.
Yes.
And then on the other side of the ball, Notre Dame trenches got to come to play football. I think Miami offensive line was noticeably bigger than them, and moved them around a little bit. And Texas A&M lines bigger than Miami's line.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, they're heavier than Miami line. So, like Marcus Freeman, them guys got to come in. I think and control the line of scrimmage, run the ball, stick to the running game, be dedicated to it. Not Greg Carr. What's his first name? Is it Greg? I don't forgot the boy name. Carr is going to get you, some plays.
Yeah.
And you're going to have to get explosive in the pass game, but I think you need to predicate it off of the run, off of Love, because Texas A&M going to get explosive with the passing as well. They got some guys at receiver, man. Carver, Craver, and Concepcion are going to be guys that can stretch the field and cause you some problems in the pass game. So they got explosive. Mike Elko is also a good coach. I like him.
Mm-hmm.
To me, this is game of the week. For me personally.
I could say that because Notre Dame don't want to go 0-2.
CJ Carr is his name.
Yeah, CJ Carr. Yeah, you got it.
Greg Carr played it for us.
Listen, you already gave your disclaimer about you a butcher the first name.
Yeah, first name. I don't care about first name.
Yeah. You gave your disclaimer. We good. Because I wasn't gonna be no help for you. my apologies.
It's been a bad week for CJ's.
Yeah. Well, definitely. Yeah, it's gonna definitely game of the week, man. Notre Dame, if they have any hopes of making the playoffs, they got to go out here and take care of business this game. If they don't, then they're gonna be looking like bait out there for a lot of people, man. People gonna think they can really have a shot, and it all depends on how Carr play this game as well. Being at home, this is the game that he should have his bearings under himself. He did it as a freshman going into Miami opener. He impressed me. I can't lie, he impressed me. So I'm looking forward to him having a great game this week. But I know that Reed kid is going to do all he can do to make sure they try to come out with a W. So it's definitely big time matchup for this.
Yeah, Notre Dame got to force him in the tournament. I'm gonna pick Notre Dame because I rock with Marcus Freeman. I think it's game of the week regardless. Shout out to my guy J1 Side out there. I think it's game of the week. Read accuracy is something that you can test
for sure.
I need to see more man jamming in college football. All these free releases is starting to just like drive me as a DB at heart. It's starting to drive me up the wall, especially as a Gator fan. All these free releases, they better not. Side note, we better not let LSU get free releases this week. It could turn into it could get ugly if we just letting them boys just get off the line and run free like that. But
these wide receivers are too good these days to be giving that much.
You gotta misdirect.
Yeah. Believe in your line to get that pressure and go ahead and bump and run these guys. And let's go.
Yeah, especially if you got an inaccurate quarterback. Like if his efficiency and accuracy isn't high, you want to disrupt routes and make him make an errant throw, overthrow where you get an interception, or
force him into the windows. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. So Notre Dame, who you got?
I got Notre Dame.
Okay. We're gonna eventually. We both got the same game so far, right? Okay.
Yeah. So
what we got next? Miami USF is where we at right with it now.
Great matchup. Game of the week for in-state for the people in Florida is definitely
it's supposed to be ours.
Yeah.
We were supposed to have like game day,
This definitely has higher implications though for USF now. After knocking off the Gators, you got Miami on the board. It gives you some hope. You beat Boise. You go in and you beat the Gators at home, and you know what I mean, on their turf, on our turf, and now you got Miami.
17.5 point favorites. The over under is 56.5 points. ESPN analytics.
Miami 17.5 point favorite, right?
Yeah. Miami 17.5. I think they cover. That's the same spread we had, by the way.
I don't think they cover, but I think they win the game. I don't know. I like the USF quarterback, man. I like him under pressure. I think Miami edge. I don't know, because the way Miami played and we saw what Bain can do, but the way you got to rush a quarterback like this is totally different. And I think people will see that Miami has to try to bottle this guy, and you can't just try to free rush everybody, because if you leave too many lanes open running up the field, this guy can gas you. So I don't know if the defense is going to play like people are thinking. I think it's going to be more bend, don't break, kind of like Florida tried to play. Well, Florida had the great game plan. We just couldn't finish it. But I know a lot of people are expecting that defensive front of Miami to just go after this quarterback. But I just don't think the game is going to go like that, where they just try to attack him, because he's too dangerous. If you're running off receivers and you leaving lanes for him to take, he can, you know what I mean, 10, 15-yard plays, he can just dink and dunk you down the field and take off with his legs. So I like the matchup. I think Miami wins the game. I don't know if they cover the 17, maybe 14. But I just don't think they cover the whole 17. I like the way USF, they're a hard-nosed team. They're gonna fight to the end, and so whenever you get those scrappy teams, it's an in-state. I don't say in-state rival. But USF been making noise, man. But I think defensive wise, Miami is able to slow them down. But USF is going to be knocking. They're going to be knocking. But Miami still pulls it out to me.
Yeah, I think Miami just lean on these people. To be honest, I think both
too big. O-line, yeah.
I'm with you. I think defensively, you got to contain more than attack this quarterback. Like, so you got to set the edge.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they, QB spy them. And they just, it's going to be tough for them to go get points, I think. The Miami defense up front is, in my opinion, is going to manhandle USF. I'm just keeping it to being. I think they're going to manhandle them. I like the way both sides of the trenches Miami's operating. And to be real with you, on the offensive side of the ball, like, everybody needs to get Shannon Dawson the hell up out of Miami. Like, he calls a good game. Sometimes he gets conservative, and I know that's coming from Mario. but I think he calls a good game. He keeps teams off balance. His run pass balance is pretty good. You know, he's usually around like 50-50. The offensive line just creates gaping holes, and the way they was moving Notre Dame around was pretty impressive. So I think the size of Miami line is going to cause them some problems. I think it's close in the first, but I think, you know, attrition.
They lean on them, and they take care. They take care of business. Take care of business. Well, I had to take that tape back. Just thinking about the tape and how everything we left on the field.
We left a lot on the field.
Everything we left on the field. If Miami just execute their game plan, 17.
They ain't gotta get sexy.
They cover the 17 because we left way too much on the field for me to.
Bruh.
If
we don't have 11 penalties in the red zone,
bro. Just scratch that whole take, man. Act like I never said it. They definitely cover the 17 because we just left way too much on the field, and I'm interested. I think that Daniels kid is gonna play great for Miami. I like the new wide receiver, those little Z routes or whatever little routes they be running. They run them all the time. I think it's gonna get USL fits. And he should have a great game. And they got a quarterback that's a veteran, who's not gonna make young mistakes.
They get the playmakers the ball. The young boy Malachi Tony, they get him the ball. CJ Daniels, they get him the ball. Like running backs when they hot, they get him the ball. Like it ain't.
Malachi Tony. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Yeah,
really good. Like he runs routes and
they get it right to him.
Like a veteran. But they're gonna put him in favorable situations and get him the ball. And Florida just didn't do that. And I think that's the difference.
For sure.
All right, let's move on. So I got Miami winning that one and covering the spread. We'll see how it all plays. I hope Miami lose. I'll take
my give me USF give me USF the spread. Not the win. I like them to cover the spread. I like USF cover the spread.
I need USF
just so we can have
a miracle.
Some differences.
I don't think it happens.
I know, right? If they do, boy. If USF beat Miami, man, first of all, they're gonna make another shrine in their locker room for the win. And then they'll be thinking they the number one team. They're gonna win the national championship. But yeah.
Do we have upset watch? I know we technically gotta put Miami on it just because of we put Florida on it last week with USF. We're gonna put Miami on
put Miami on
there. So they on upset watch. Clemson, Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
100%. How you feeling about that matchup? I think I'm a big Haynes Luther King fan.
Yeah.
He presents a lot of problems in a game like this, as far as like moving the sticks, possessing the ball, keeping the game close. The way Georgia Tech plays football is, they're very
sound, man.
Sound,
man.
Well.
Technicians.
I got that boy on my was it Brent Key?
Listen,
he on my list.
From last year, 2 years ago, they started when they had the linebacker that people were making fun of. That was my favorite linebacker in the game. Listen,
for sure.
I definitely upset watch. Clemson offense has been sputtering. Georgia Tech is averaging 507 yards, bro. 43 points. I mean,
what are they playing at?
They play sound football. I like Georgia Tech. They got home field momentum.
They going. They're in the A. Yeah, give me Georgia Tech. I like Georgia Tech.
They undefeated, 2-0.
Yeah, Clemson about to join us when they lose this one.
Yeah,
come on.
I like Georgia Tech to be able to pull it off, man. They limit the turnovers, man. Control that clock, which they normally like to do. They're gonna run the ball. We know they're gonna run the ball. I don't think Clemson is going to be able to stop the run game for Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech is going to run that ball for sure. That's one thing we know they're going to do well is run the ball. They're going to keep it low, and they're going to outbeat you with technique and not give up, man. I think.
I just like when Georgia Tech plays, bro. Like they've upset it, Florida State, Miami. I've enjoyed those, man. Like, and so they should have upset it Georgia. I thought the refs robbed them
for sure,
but, bro. That team isn't on the field with fake confidence. Like they in every game they go out there with the
it's not fake confidence for sure.
It's for sure. They know the game plan. They execute well. The preparation is there. The confidence is there. The head coach never panics. You know, he adjusts mid game, halftime, like all of that type of stuff, bro. Like, and that's why Brent Key, you made my list.
Yeah,
you've earned it, sir.
You're never gonna beat them by out coaching them. You're gonna have to just either out physical them,
correct.
Which you just have to be bigger than them because they're gonna play physical, or just purely out talent them just because you were able to recruit better than them. But you're not gonna out coach this team and beat them. They're not gonna make no stupid mistakes. They're not gonna have no stupid penalties. Georgia Tech is definitely a sound program. They've been like that for a year, and I'm glad you said that you got them on your list because I've been watching them for a few years, and I just like the way they play football, and whatever he's doing or telling these players is translating, and you can see it in the way they play. And it's a 3.5 point favorite for Clemson.
Yeah.
Definitely. I like Georgia Tech here.
Straight up. Go put the crib on
that. For sure. Straight up.
Allegedly. This is not a betting show, man. You lose your house, don't
right.
I'm just talking. All right, so let's talk coaching hot seat, bro. And we may not be in the top 25, but we number one here, Steve. We came in number one somewhere.
Yeah, covered in hot. We definitely
covered in hot. I got Billy Napier on a scorching hot seat. Last year it was hot. A lot of people thought he was out of there. Goodwill has evaporated. They're 18-5 at home. Lost to USF to me was one of the nails in the coffin. I think we got a few more nails to button this thing down. Undisciplined, penalties, ejections, the spitting, it's just a lot to be desired in year 4. Execution, offense didn't improve. Had an opportunity to bring in an offensive coordinator, didn't really take that lead. And then I think, it is what it is at this point. I think that this game to LSU, if they get smoked, we may be putting Billy in the pack.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely on the hot seat, bro. And I guess number one by far, given the roster, what we have. He's also 60-32 across his head coaching career. 20-20 at Florida. Yeah, so 10-14 in the SEC. The way this roster has been put together right now, a lot of people is win or you gone type of season for him, or definitely playoff or bust. Facing the toughest schedule, top opponents, but that's no excuse at this moment. The game that we were supposed to win, we didn't win, so you got to cancel out all the excuses. And right now, Florida has to buckle down and play real ball if he wants to keep his job there. So yeah, he definitely at the top of the list right now. And I think following him for me would probably be Virginia Tech coach.
Okay. Virginia Tech, Brent Pry at you got Brent Pry. 2. I ain't mad at Brent Pry. To me, 2 was Brent Pry or Mike Gundy. Mike Gundy is just the all-time winning coach at Oklahoma State, so that make it a little tough. But let's talk Brent Pry. Virginia Tech, they're 0-2 after Vanderbilt put them hands and feet on them folks last week. He had 30-plus additions in the offseason, staff purge. Just looked real desperate to end the season last year. A win over Rutgers could buy him some time, but right now, I don't think Pry, especially with the quarterback drones, a lot of people had some expectations for that kid turning the corner. It don't look like he's turning the corner. So it may be time for Virginia Tech to move on.
In 2003, they were 7-6, and then last year you go 6-7, including the bowl game loss. So if you don't turn this season around, it's not looking too good for you, my guy.
Nah, I think he out of there, bro. I don't think he survives. ACC is a little tougher this year. I don't think he survives that schedule.
My bad.
Go ahead. No, that's all.
I would say after that, for me, you got DeVore, and believe it or not, I still got Mike Norvell up there somewhere.
You still got Norvell on there? Okay.
I still got him on there, bro.
I think it's cooled off, but Mike
it's
Gundy
cool, but it can get hot real fast.
I think Mike Gundy's up there, bro. He got smoked by Oregon in a very unrighteous way.
Yeah.
you can't lose like that, man, in that fashion. He survived last year going 3-9. If he don't get this thing turned around and they show some type of momentum and the trajectory change, I think he's gonna be out of here as well.
Yeah, 69-3. Yeah, that's ejector seat type scores.
Bruh.
For sure.
Bruh. Yeah. I would check out for the rest of the season.
It's hard to get confidence back in your team after losing 69-3, bro.
I gotta do something better with my life. If my team lose 69-3, and I ain't an HBCU fan playing Miami or Bama or Florida or something, bro, I am checking out. I gotta do better things in my life. I can't give my team my time at 69-3, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's not enough.
We never had a shot. What are we talking? So you got explain your Mike Norvell. You still, I think overall in the season, yeah, if he crash and burns, if Thomas Castellanos get hurt and then they gotta go back up quarterback and it gets ugly. But I think
he's on the outside. He's not in the because he still has to prove it out. You still got to win out this season. You know what I mean? You beat Alabama, but we saw what Alabama is right now. You know what I mean? They're not the Bama of old. So it was a great win for the program, but given the season you had last year, anytime you only win 2 wins, bro, you still on the hot seat till the season over. You're not or at least midway through the season. But a few losses, people are still put them right back out there. After the 2, you only win 2 games, bro. Beating Alabama is not enough for me. So that's the only reason why he's on the outskirt of it, but I just had to still throw him in. That might be a little personal.
Yeah, no, I don't mind you having him on it. I just think he survives it because the schedule is just not strong. So I think he survives it because of the weak schedule. Unless Thomas Castellanos get hurt, and they get the injury bug or something like that. I think
it can be tough.
Yeah, my man Fragrance Journey, I'm working on that, man. I got to get this thing on Spotify and Apple. I got you.
What do you think about DeBoer?
I just don't think they fire him after 2 years. It's just not
tough sledding, right?
Yeah, I think it could be because as a Gator fan, I'm hoping Bama don't get into the coaching market. I want this market as weak as we can, competition wise for the top name. If we're looking for a coach, but I don't think it's smart for any program to fire a guy after 2 years.
For sure.
They just lost a lot of players when Saban left. The roster, a lot of people exited, and they had to start. They had a transition recruiting class.
Mm-hmm.
And 2 years later, if you got another transition recruiting class that close together, I think you set the program back even further. So I think they give him another year, regardless of how it shake out, unless he go win 3-4 games. But I think as long as he wins 7-8 games, he's straight. I think he survives another year.
And I think Florida kind of set the precedent for holding coaches longer.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, no, seriously. And it kind of gives other schools a roadmap for the fans. Hey, man, we just got to hold on because you replacing Saban is not an easy job by no stretch of the imagination. And then trying to get a new culture into the locker room is not easy to do in just 2 years. So, the only reason why I said it is because Alabama, I don't think they've been in this position like Florida fans have. But their pride and their program and championship history to have the patience to actually wait it out, the fan base. I'm scared for Alabama coaches and players if this ship just sails this season and they have more losses than they had in a long time. I don't know if that fan base is prepared to hold it together. Because I've watched what happens at Florida. I don't know if I've never been an Alabama fan. I know they got a lot of pride. I know they got the one little crazy guy that's all about the Tide. I just don't know if they can hold it together if this thing falls apart.
Every team in the South fan base are the same, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. Bama, we just they've been winning a lot, but there's rabid Gator fans, as we all know, right? They just not famous like Willie at Alabama, but we got Willie's. Blue Orange is probably our Willie, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know who Blue Orange is in real life, but I'm pretty sure Blue Orange is all about the Gators, that type vibe.
Yeah.
But I think just South football and expectations, the competing and for championships, conference championships, league playoffs, like making all of that, it's consistent throughout the South, man. You know, every team is gonna be every fan base is gonna be passionate. Like you're about to see some fireworks Saturday if things don't go right Saturday night. It's gonna be you know how Gator Twitter get down. It's gonna be a party.
Oh yeah.
Grab your popcorn.
For sure. It's always exciting, man. Always exciting, man.
Hey, Steve, that's what I'm gonna tell you. Let's talk a little bit. Steve, hey, you gotta start replying to these people, bro. Be honest with you, bro. I went I keep telling y'all this, man. Unc went through that, so hopefully y'all won't have to go through that. I done been through it, bro. Like, don't do it. Don't do it.
It'd be tough, man. Not tough, because sometimes I like to jab back, bro. I like to go with the best of them, bro. I could joke with the best of some people, but then some people take things too far sometimes. And then
all the time.
I always been the bully slayer my whole life, so I don't even mind like putting myself out there. But I get it. So my new reply is for anybody that's saying anything, it just go Gators. That's just my new reply. It agitate them more. They say something crazy, just go Gators.
You're passionate about this, bro. And you know, I like all the different takes. Like my approach to just life is that, bro. I like different perspectives. I like different angles. You know what I'm saying? I'm open to everybody's thoughts. I'm so confident in mine that yours don't hurt my feelings or offend me in any way. You know what I'm saying? Like I like my thoughts, you know. So I try not to be argumentative, you know, like, you know, as people, of course, they'll come in your mentions with argumentative, you know, points and takes and angles. But I just keep it, hey, bro, it's okay if you think differently. But like me and Steve are in two totally different mindsets right now with the coach. Yeah, and it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah,
you know?
This is proof to y'all that you can have two totally different mindsets and still coexist, bro. We working together. It's fine.
Yeah. It should be normal.
Let's normalize having differences.
Correct. And having, you know, grace, empathy, all of that, bro. Even if the other man don't have it, bro, it don't, like, you know, let's remain.
Yeah, you exhibit it. Yeah, you push it out for sure.
Correct. Like no other person is gonna make me get out of my character at this point in life, bro. Like I'm gonna stay in my character, who I am, what I believe in, no matter, you know, whatever hate, whatever disagreements, viewpoints. I'm gonna stay locked in, you know, how I want to operate. You know, I ain't coming off my throne.
Nah, for sure. Nah, you said a mouthful there, brother. That's what it's all about.
Hey, man, everybody make sure y'all enjoy football. Miami fans, bro, y'all can get a new score here in a couple weeks, bro. Like
it's a short season.
Yeah.
Enjoy it while it's here, man. It's a short season. You only get a few games, man. So, yeah, just enjoy them all, man. It's here, though.
Yeah. I think next week we roll out because I ain't want to do it too early in the season, but, you know, after week 3, you starting to shape and see who's who.
Himothy.
So the Himothy. Himothy, which is our version of the Heisman. We'll get into that Himothy watch next week. After week 3, we'll see, you know, give our top 5 players respectfully, you know, who we like. And we'll appreciate y'all for pulling up to the Top 25 show.
Yes,
sir. I remember when y'all was going at it. Hell, I thought y'all was about to get it. Yeah, I mean,
hey, look, we're examples of men that feel strongly about how they feel, bro. But we can come together, put our differences apart. You know what I mean? When you got God in your life, when you got your espresso, and when you can when you can be a free thinker, you know what I mean? All things are possible, baby.
It's always usually it's just misunderstanding, and life is just getting to some understanding, bro. And everything happens for a reason. I'm a firm believer in that, bro.
Yeah, communication.
Communication is everything, bro. And like hatred, we could have both like just dove into that and leaned into like hating each other. You know what I'm saying? And we spoke in DMs. Said, bro, I ain't got no energy and time to be hating, you know, like in no capacity, bro. Like I'm gonna gravitate towards the love. God is love. I'm gravitating towards all of that, bro.
Yeah.
You know, so if there's some redemption in a conversation that we can have about, you know, fixing things, I'm always with it, bro. You know.
Just find out you more alike than you are different, man.
Correct.
We both got things going, beautiful families, children, raising all kind of stuff, man. Ain't no time.
Love music, like
there's
a lot of parallels, man. A lot of things in common, man. So, man, God is the greatest, bro. We up out of here. It's the Top 25 show. We'll see y'all next Thursday, not Friday next week. We're gonna be back on Thursday. I just got caught in double booked some stuff with the NIL thing.
Yeah,
so, on
accident. Man, working out there, man. You working.
Yeah, when they call it opportunity, sometimes I just be like, yeah. Like, I ain't look at my calendar. No, I'm excited. G got his first, and it's the Bane, so it's 2 defensive linemen connecting.
Yeah,
so I was excited. And then after I booked it, I get to the day before, I'm just like, oh snap, I got 2 things at the same time. Let me tell Steve, let's go Friday. But all love, man. Y'all have a great weekend.
Flexibility.
Yes. Most importantly, stay out the way. Stay out the way. Keep your opinions close to your vest. You feel me? Just spread love. If your opinions is love, then let it fly.
Right.
But if your opinions is just so happen to be hate or divisiveness, just some wisdom, it's just not the times right now.
Just hold it. Hold it.
Vibe out.
Top 25, we out.
We out. Peace.